if you gave up the most important things that you dream of, that you hope for in life, for the sake of God, for the sake of true parents, parang hindi niya kakalimutan yon and ibabalik niya yun sa'yo. And pag binalik niya yun sa'yo, it would be even on a greater scale. My town in La Union is Luna. It is a coastal town near the West Philippine Sea. So most of my relatives are doing fishing and also farming. So actually, I did not really grow up in the province, but I was very identified because every summer when school is off, my parents would send us there to stay there to learn the language and to learn the ways of life, and especially to get to know most of our relatives on both sides of the family, both my father and my mother. So, as I said, my family is very typical Ilocano, and they are very Catholic in upbringing, and it has been like that for so many generations. I think it's only in our generation that suddenly we became exposed to many different kinds of traditions and cultures that we have become diverse. The two sisters that I have joined evangelical church here in Manila. And my elder brother joined the church also and became a priest who is now assigned in Baguio. Although he's married, it's a different kind of priesthood. It's not Catholic priesthood. And then my younger siblings, they're still Catholic and they are very strong Catholics. So, but originally, my parents are Catholic. I remember when I told them I want to become a full-time member, and then I have to leave home and stay with the center and stay with the church. My parents were very shocked, and my sisters are all very shocked, and they couldn't believe. And my father tried to convince me by telling me that this is not how I was brought, and this is not the tradition that was handed down to us by our generations of ancestors. But then I was just determined, and perhaps I could say I was brainwashed, that I decided that whether they allow me or not, I'm ready to go. I remember that was Christmas Eve, 24. We were having dinner at home when I announced that. And then my trip to Cebu to work as a full-time member is 24th at 10 o'clock in the evening. So I was at home like 7:30 eating dinner. And so when I asked permission to leave and they were like saying all this, I just left. And then at around 8 o'clock, I already left and I went directly to the pier and then to HQ to pick up my luggage. And so that was how I left my family to become full time for the first time. It was in 1984. I already graduated in college, and I did not practice the the training that I had in school as an engineer. So I completely forgot about it, or at least I abandoned it, even though I did not forget it. And I worked in Cebu City, and I was assigned to the center. So practically and basically, the work that we do is to fundraising every day, from morning until evening, every single day, except perhaps Sunday when we do our seminars. And sometimes it's very surprising to meet people who know me in school. because I was a little bit popular in school. I was the model platoon leader. I was the corps commander of my unit sa CMT. Also, I write in the school organ, and I am the son of a teacher. Kaya my name is known through many students, and they know me by many activities that I do. I also do sports a lot, so they know me because I play basketball. So these people, when I graduated college, of course, they are all scattered everywhere. But lo and behold, sometimes I would meet people like them in restaurants in Cebu and in places like parks, etc. And then they would tell me, "Isn't you the one who is our corps commander?" Ganun nga. Or is it you who is the son of the teacher, si Mrs. Navalta? So I would not answer. I would just smile. Sige na, bili na kayo. Something like that. But I remember I have to really swallow a lot of pride to be able to do that. Kasi sometimes they would tell me, why are you doing this? Did you not finish your college? Parang sa kanila, they are surprised that somebody like me would be selling candies and items to them while they eat in restaurants or they sit in parks. Well, they know that I am a person uh, who has other qualifications that are much better practiced professionally. But anyway, I just swallowed everything and I'm just glad. Because after I did that, I feel like God has been comforting and blessing me with many things. And then the more I feel proud of what I became and what I did. So I guess it's really a adjustment, and the greater offering you make, the greater is your blessing. This I can testify. The greater sacrifice you make to fulfill your desires and to sacrifice for your wants and your dreams, the bigger is the reward of that sacrifice. So if you want to approach things with small minds and want to do just for the sake of doing, you will not expect a big blessing as well. But if you went through a very difficult life and a very difficult course, and you have to pay a lot of suffering, especially internally, in order to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, I feel that God is checking and assessing and gauging when is the right time for your blessing. If your blessing does not come immediately because you are praying for that, you just continue, go on. Because if you continue, go on, and you continue to offer yourself and deny yourself and make these conditions of indemnity, the more you would accumulate the blessing. So, as I said, the greater the sacrifice, the greater is your blessing. So I'm not afraid to sacrifice. I'm not afraid to go through difficulty because I know in the end, I would be receiving a lot from God as a reward. This is my life's testimony. I'm really convinced about this principle in life that I can be rewarded for all of the difficulties I have gone through. So I'm very grateful for all my blessings. And when I look back, I remember that there must be a reason why I received this blessing because I went through some of these problems in life and difficulties with a heart of overcoming and determination to go through it.
For me, because it's really my first time hearing your life story talaga.
Ah,
I've also known you since I was young. Pero ngayon ko lang po talaga nalaman. So, thank you then for sharing dito.
okay, you're welcome.
So, for...
I hope I inspired you.
Ah, yes. Super.
Hmm.
So, kaya naman po, tita, parang having a big family and we didn't catch up where you grew up. Pero what was your unforgettable moment when you
Okay.
were young?
So when I was young, our home is in the mountain. So it's very difficult to study because during my high school life, I have to walk 3 hours before I reach the town. So my parents uh, wants me to rent in the town so that I can study. Because my father always said that you have to study, you study hard, because if you finish only grade 2, your husband will become grade 2 also. So I cannot forget this line from my father. Ibig niya sabihin, kung grade 2 lang natapos mo na, grade 2 din mapangasawa mo. So I have to really study hard. And then I finished my high school in Catholic school. No? But I was a scholar ako.
Wow.
So free tuition fee, may allowance pa. And then after my graduation sa college, nag-college muna ako pala. And then the city, I mean, I was at third year college, then doon ko na-meet ang harp. So, my spiritual father is Tatay Nonoy Gultea. You know Tatay Nonoy Gultea. He's now in Davao. He is my spiritual father. And then, when I meet the movement, ah, I joined the CARP in the campus. And then I think we are the pioneers of CARP in Iloilo. Then we became the officers. I became one of the officer also. Then every time we have office also in the school campus, because the president of the school is also a PARP member. So that's the start when I met the movement. But maybe if I did not study in college, maybe I did not meet the movement. So maybe I feel God is guiding me how to join the church. Because if my father did not push me to study hard, then I don't like also to finish only grade 2. because because if I finish only grade 2, my husband is grade 2 also. So it makes sense, diba? Makes sense. So that's the reason why na I'm here today. I'm here in the church today. So all of the foundation I made maybe since when I was kid, because I was born July 1960. Then true parents blessing is April 1960. So it's coincide the year when I was born. That's only my realization. And then after ng I want to share, no. And then actually I don't like teacher na profession. I want to become a doctor. But my father said, no, you don't have money. You study only teacher. We don't have money. So taking medicine course is not easy, no. Not by this time. This time very easy na because there is scholarship. Study now, pay later, ganun. Pero noon hindi puwede. So, pero I don't regret also because I meet the movement, and then everything is guided by heavenly parents. Even when I become full-time, I dream to Father that I was in the boat together. So after my graduation, I really take a boat going to Manila. So I realized my dream become true. My dream become true. Maybe God is preparing me even when I was small. Uh, that's why when I became full time, uh, was so worried about me because I stole away. I stole away. I did not ask permission from my parents to become full time because in my mind I have to help God building kingdom of heaven here on earth. Yun yung pinaka-motive why I joined the church and then I become full-time. So I did not even think na I will help my parents first before become full-time. Just to away because if I ask permission, they will not permit me to go to the church. Because even when I was a student, college student, I'm already full-time in the center. Fundraising, everything. And then sometimes my professor is very angry to me because 7 o'clock class, I'm so sleepy. Because we have fundraising every day, every night. Basta my time, fundraise kami. Oo. Mga students yun, volunteer. Pero we are staying in the center. So all of the activities in the center, we participate. We don't have property at that time. Nothing, all rented and then no money. So you have to fundraise. You have only given per 150 centavos, then you go to the market.
Mm.
Oo, like that. Oo. So, but because of God, because of what your parents, I was survive ako. So, and then I enjoy mission. Because if you think you have to help building God's kingdom, so you have to do everything.
I have a question,
Oh,
Saladin.
oo.
How much did your parents know about True Parents when you joined?
They don't know.
They don't know anything.
Mm. They don't know. Only when I was blessed, and then I went home, and then I explained to them the blessing. Then after 12 years, they were blessed also. As PMC, 1995 blessing. 1995 blessing
Mm.
in Iloilo. So my parents blessed, and also some of my brothers and sisters, not all.
Pero when you run away, they didn't understand anything.
No, they don't know. That's why they are very angry to me. Oo. Why, Minnie? Why? Oo. But because I only understand, I only the one understand. So became full time. I did not go home. Even write letters, no, no letters at all. Oh, no go home. No go home for I think 7 years. And then I was assigned in different places around the Philippines. Then fundraising, and then that's why But I realized na even if they don't know, they receive also much blessing. My some of my brothers and sisters went to school as scholars, di ba? Because I don't help them. I don't, I don't help them, so God help them. So yan. And then I could see also their marriage is okay. So, di ba, that's good. So I realized na if you really work for God, then God will protect. God will take care of your family. Yun yung realization ko. Kaya kung may problem ako, if I have problem, I always surrender to God. But many times also I cried. Oo, oo. And then naman sometimes, even in dreams, one sister told me last time na, "You know, ate, I dream you na, I have mayroon daw siyang tao na I have some person who wants to hurt her, but I was there daw. And then I am the one to
Fight.
fight, that man."
Mm.
Then sabi niya, she text me. She is now in Korea. Sabi niya, "Ate, I dream you. Oh, like this, like that. Na even in dreams, you are so strong, ate." Sabi niya sa akin. In dreams, I'm so strong. You are the one to take me in my dream, sabi niya. Sabi ko, only you. Sabi ko, only you think about it na na I'm so strong. But many times also I cried.
Even in real life,
Oo, ha?
even in real life, very strong.
Even actually kasi kung iniisip ko kasi kung hindi ako maging strong, siyempre Satan is so
Mm.
strong, 'di ba? So you have to be strong in any problem you are facing, because if not, you cannot survive.
Mm.
And then even in the church, you cannot survive because not easy. The life in the church not easy. Before, not easy talaga, oo. Oo. So, my spiritual grandmother said, ah, ang term niya, matira, matibay. Oo. Yun ang term ng spiritual lola ko. Matira, matibay. So, my spiritual lola always said to me like that. So, that's why I'm still here. Because I have to be strong, uh, spiritually and physically as well. So, sometimes I don't like to go to the doctor. Maybe I will know my sickness. And then I become stressed and I become sick. 'Di ba? Oh, so yan, oo. Oh, yun talaga I cannot forget in my life na when I was a child in physically and I was child also spiritually. Oh,
Mm.
child spiritually kasi so many in our town, I'm only one left na we meet the movement. In our batch, I'm only one. Mm. Pero I have so many brothers and sisters already. Like Edgar Tanati, we came from the same school. We came from the same place. Edgar Tanati. The mga Tanatis family. Mm. We,
Laranang,
oo, Laranang, Gabaran.
Gabaran.
Mm. We have the same place. Leon, oo. So, I think kami yung first batch na na-restore from Leon. Pero ako lang isa na iwan. Mm. So, parang hindi na survivor talaga, oo. Kasi kung parang hirap, fundraising ka nag-aaral ka, nagfa-fundraising ka pa, 'di ba? Hmm. Tapos kailangan mo rin maka-graduate. Hindi ko talaga naisip na mag-quit ako. Kasi some quitted sa school because they joined the movement. But me, I never think na I have to quit my studies. Oh, I have to finish this because this is my goal, my father's goal. So I'm so proud to my father. And s- kasi father said you have to fulfill our goal to build kingdom of heaven. So nunod ko rin si Father Moon. So I have to really follow what father said. My father physically and my father spiritually. So
Mm.
that's why I'm here. So I'm very grateful to my father physical at sa kay true father. So, that's why keep kapag ano, 'pag down ako, I dream true father. I dream true father. Kaya maybe true father always guiding me.
Sa mga elementary days or high school days or even college days niyo po, what skills and passion did you have? And what were your talents growing up, tita?
Talent ko? Ay, I like embroidered, anong tawag doon? Cross stitch.
Okay.
Oo, cross stitch. Oo. If I have time, like for instance, when my when my mother-in-law in the hospital, always in the hospital because his mother is a cancer patient. So I was the one taking care of. And then during her chemotherapy, I always bring my ah, anong tawag? Cross stitch. You know kung anong ni cross stitch ko? Timonim and yung ginim. Malaki. Malaking yung cross stitch ko and then my mother-in-law said, "How long you will finish this bleeding?" Sabi ko, "Maybe 6, 7 months." Oo. But I finished also 7 months. Oo, because I don't nothing to do. For 4 hours na chemotherapy, nothing to do. So I have to bring cross stitch. Oo. Oo. So I get that yung pattern from your mom. Oo, oo, oo. Oo. So if you visit my home, you can see my cross stitch. Very big. Timonim and yung ginim together.
Ah.
Kung kuha ang mukha, oo.
Naka-frame.
Oo, naka-frame. That's my that's my hobby. And then I have also sewing machine. And then when I when I have time, I used to sew. Mga mga simple lang na mga tahi-tahi, oo. So I like that, oo. The embroidered I like also, oo. Yun yung and then my hobby is plantita din ako. I have a lots of plants at home, oo, because it's my therapy. Therapy, ano tawag, 'pag na-stress ako, stress therapy ko. Hmm, and then I have pets, dogs and cats. That's why I cannot go out, long days because my pets will die. And even me iniiyakan ko 'pag namatay sila, oo. So, parang kasi part din sila ng life ko. And then if you take care animals and plants, you grow a lot because you can learn from them. There are plants they don't like sunlight. There are plants they need sunlight. Sunlight talaga, oo. And then in animals also, you can feel their love, mm. And then they know also how much you love them. May response, oo, may response ba. And then I don't want them to die na hindi ko sila naalagaan, hindi ko na-take care, hindi ko sila nagamot. I don't like that. So even in in human being, ayaw ko yung babayaan ko lang brothers and sisters ko hanggang mamatay na lang sila, babayaan ko na lang, hindi. Parang makonsensya ako na I don't take care, parang I ignore them. So that's why I cannot really ignore my husband, no. He's very sick, so I cannot ignore because even animals I cannot ignore. So I learn from animals, plants, then how much more for human being, 'di ba? So very important you have also pets and anong tawag? Plants to take care at home, oo. Kasi it's your stress therapy, 'di ba? So, mm. That's yung hobby ko gano'n talaga, you cannot get that from me. Kahit saan siguro ako. So even when I go home, I have also farm. So I told my kuya yesterday that we have to plant coconut. Coconut and mga fruits, oo. Kasi bihira lang naman kami umuwi, eh. So, I cannot take care kung taniman ng palay, I cannot take care. So, we will plant parang future na lang din. Pero sabi niya, for siguro kung mga dwarf lang, you can harvest for 3 years, mga dwarf coconut. So, oo. Yun pang future. Maybe I can live on na ako ngayon, I'm already 65. So, hmm, we don't know, 'di ba? Life is too short. That's why we have to really, ah, ano tawag, you live to the fullest, 'di ba? English yun, Yu yung importante yung gagawin mo ngayon, oo. Kasi you don't know tomorrow is too late. So, hmm, kung may inisip ka ngayon, gawin mo na. Kung may inisip ka para sa kapatid mo, para sa anak mo, para sa brothers and sisters, gawin mo na. Kasi maybe tomorrow it's too late. Hmm, Gano'n yung kuwan ko, eh, yung isa din sa motto ko, gawin mo na. Kasi baka bukas wala na, late na tayo, oo. Maano maano ma Madali lang magsabi na, sana naano ko siya, 'di ba? Oo, so yun lang kahit sa Providence din, gawin mo na kung anong puwede sa Providence ngayon, 'wag munang bukas pa, Kasi maybe tomorrow it's too late na, oo, gano'n.